Hello, I'm Hugh Chappelle, winemaker for Follette Wines, and I'm going to say a few words today about two of our lowest production, most unique single vineyard wines. Follette Wines is a small family winery in Sonoma County. Our focus is very naturally made wines that are transparent to the unique characters of the vineyards we work with. We really focus to try to capture the essence of each of these vineyards in the finished wine. And we've really found that embracing time-honored traditional Burgundian methods is for us a key part of what we do. But our emphasis is to operate very gently, utilize the native microflora that comes in on the grapes, lives in the winery, so native yeast fermentation for both the primary fermentation and the secondary malolactic fermentation. We pride ourselves on very low sulfite levels in the wine, so no sulfite levels at all. We rely on impeccable farming, rigorous sorting of the grapes when they get to the winery, and just a lot of attention to detail. And also, we don't want the wines to have a strong imprint of oak. It's important for both these wines that they are barrel aged, but we don't really want to showcase the toasting regimens of our coopers. We want to showcase the unique qualities and nuances of these vineyards. So the amount of new barrels we use each year is quite low, rarely exceeding 20%. Again, the goal really trying to be to capture the essence of these vineyards in the wines. So let's dive into tasting. Again, 2016 Sunchase Vineyard Chardonnay, 2013 Manchester Ridge Pinot Noir, Sunchase Sonoma County, Manchester Ridge Mendocino County. This wine is at that wonderful spot where it's still amazingly fresh and youthful, but also starting to get just a little bit of bottle age complexity, which comes through on the palate and into the finish, which is now nice and long. A lot of layers on the palate. This wine was aged sur lie, or on the lees. We actually periodically stir them or resuspend those. And as those age in the wine and kind of break open, they give a lot of richness and mouthfeel to the wine. No worries about this wine aging another couple more years. There's no reason to do that. It's a 2016. It's ready to go now. But don't be afraid to hold it for another year or two if you like it, and stock up on a few extra bottles. Again, Sunchase Vineyard, high up on the western side of Sonoma Mountain, spectacular location in the up-and-coming Petaluma Gap sub-AVA of Sonoma County. On to the Pinot. (2013) now on the Manchester Ridge. This wine is still so fresh. 2013, similar characters to 2016 on the Chardonnay. It was a year where red wine had very small berries. Throughout Northern California, Napa, Sonoma, Mendocino, it's considered one of the top red wine vintages of the last 15 years. Such an abundance of these materials in the wine that the challenge for most winemakers was actually not to over-extract versus under-extracting. With us though, that really wasn't a problem because of, I mentioned earlier, our approach on really a gentleness in what we do, and more of an infusion of the characters into the wine as opposed to an extraction. So with that more infusion approach, there was no over extraction whatsoever here. It was just a spectacular vintage for this vineyard, just high above the Pacific Ocean on that first ridge in off the Mendocino coast. 2013 Manchester Ridge, and again, if you love Pinot Noir, New World, Old World, I don't care where, this wine is, to me, it's really 1 foot New World, 1 foot Old World. It has really that fresh, bright New World character up front, but it really has an Old World soul, and I think that comes through on the palate now with a little bit of bottle age unfolding, with a little forest floor, a little bit of earthy complexity and spice. Even a little bit of mushroom. This wine can easily go several more years, but like the Chardonnay, there's no reason to. It's drinking beautifully right now. I hope you guys get a chance to enjoy these wines, and one day, perhaps, when it's safe to travel again, come pay us a visit. Thank you so much.